Today we are going to start MCQs of chapter 1 science class 10th. So let us start practice MCQs. Question number 1, which of the following is not a physical change? Boiling of water to give water vapor, melting of ice to give water, dissolution of salt in water, and combustion of LPG. Okay. So in first three cases only the state is changing, but in the fourth one there is burning taking place. So D will be the correct answer. Next, the following reaction is an example of 4NH3 plus 5O2 gives 4NO plus 6H2O. Displacement reaction, combination, redox, and neutralization reaction. So we have to first of all think about the options A, B, C, D. 4 are given. In each of them, there is combination of 2. Okay. So that means among these 4, 2 are correct. So we'll first of all see. It can easily be seen that NH3, nitrogen is gaining oxygen. So this ammonia, NH3 is changing to nitrogen oxide. So ammonia is getting oxidized, and this oxygen is gaining hydrogen. So this is a redox reaction. This is clear. It is not a combination reaction. It is not a neutralization. In combination reaction, two substances combine to single substance. In neutralization reaction, two substances basically neutralize, one of acidic nature, one of basic nature. They both combine and form salt and water. So this both are not looking good options here. Combination and neutralization are not looking correct. Now we'll think of first one, is it displacement? So yes, oxygen is displacing hydrogen from ammonia and forming nitrogen oxide. So it is displacement also. So answer is first and third. Next, question 3. Which of the following statement about the given reaction are correct? Iron plus water in gaseous form. So it is steam. Okay, iron plus steam gives iron oxide plus hydrogen. So iron is getting oxidized. Then water is getting reduced. Water is acting as a reducing agent and water is acting as a oxidizing agent. So let us see, iron is getting oxidized. Obviously, you can see here the iron is gaining oxygen and forming iron oxide. So iron is getting oxidized is correct. Okay. Water is getting reduced. Water is changing into hydrogen. So losing of oxygen is taking place. So it is getting reduced. This one is also correct. Okay. Now oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Substance which is oxidized is reducing agent. Okay. And substance which is reduced is oxidizing agent. So water is getting reduced. So water is oxidizing agent also. This you have to remember. Substance which is oxidized is reducing agent and substance which is reduced is oxidizing agent. So first, second and fourth are correct. This is the correct answer. Question number 4. Which of the following are exothermic process? Exothermic means heat is given out. Okay. So reaction of water with quicklime. Water with quicklime, we have seen this reaction, and after reaction the vessel becomes hot. So this is exothermic reaction. Then dilution of acid. Dilution of acid is in chapter 2, acid, bases and salts. We have seen in that one also. Dilution of acid is also exothermic. Evaporation of water. If you remember in class 9, we have seen evaporation. It requires heat. It absorbs heat and then it evaporates. So as heat is absorbed in, it's endothermic. Sublimation of camphor. Camphor evaporates into vapors. Okay. So it changes from solid to vapor state. In this also heat is absorbed, not released. So first and second are correct answer. So this is correct answer. Next one, 3 beakers labeled ABC. 3 beakers are there. They are labeled ABC, containing 25 ml of water taken. A small amount of NaOH, anhydrous CuSO4 and NaCl are added to the beaker. NaOH, anhydrous CuSO4 and NaCl are added to the beakers ABC respectively. It was observed that there was an increase in temperature of the solutions containing beaker A and B. There was increase in temperature. Whereas in case of beaker C, the temperature falls. Which one of the following statements are correct? In beaker A and B, exothermic process has occurred. Exothermic means release of heat. Release of heat means increase in temperature. Okay, so this is correct. In beakers A and B, endothermic, if exothermic is taking place, endothermic will be wrong. In beaker C, exothermic process has occurred. No, here temperature has reduced, so endothermic has occurred. So in beaker C, endothermic process has occurred. First and fourth are correct answers. Sixth, dilute ferrous sulfate solution was gradually added to a beaker containing acidified permanganate solution. The light purple color of the solution fades and finally disappears. Which of the following is correct explanation of the observation? So KMNO4 is permanganate, potassium permanganate. Okay. KMNO4 is oxidizing agent. It oxidizes FeSO4. FeSO4 acts as an oxidizing agent and oxidizes KMNO4. The color disappears due to dilution. No reaction is involved. KMNO4 is an unstable compound and decomposes in the presence of FeSO4 to colorless compound. So actually, KMNO4 is an oxidizing agent. It will come in chapter 4 also in carbon and its compounds. Okay. So it is an oxidizing agent. Basically, it gives oxygen. Okay, and it oxidizes FeSO4. So this is the correct answer. Question 7th, which among the following is double displacement reaction? In double displacement reaction, we know that exchange of ions takes place. So lead plus CuCl2 gives lead chloride plus Cu. Here only single element is there. In double displacement, two compounds react. Okay, so second one Na2SO4 plus BaCl2 gives BaSO4 plus 2NaCl. This is a double displacement reaction. Okay. C plus O2 gives CO2. No. CH4 plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2O. No. So only second is correct answer. Next one. Which among the following statement is true? Exposure of silver chloride to sunlight for a long duration turns gray due to formation of silver by decomposition of silver chloride. First option itself looks right. Then sublimation of silver chloride, no. Decomposition of chlorine gas from silver chloride and oxidation of silver chloride. So actually it happens. We have seen in the example of decomposition reaction given in NCERT book, it's clearly given that exposure of silver chloride to sunlight, it turns gray due to formation of silver and chlorine. Okay. Now, further MCQs. Question 9. Solid calcium oxide reacts vigorously with water to form calcium hydroxide accompanied by liberation of heat. This process is called slacking of lime. Basically what it is saying that calcium oxide reacts with water and forms calcium hydroxide. Okay. Accompanied by liberation of heat. This process is called slacking of lime. Calcium hydroxide dissolves in water to form a solution called lime water. This calcium hydroxide is soluble in water and it forms lime water. Which among the following is true about slaking of lime and solution forms? Okay. So it is an endothermic reaction. We have seen that after this reaction, the vessel becomes hot. Okay. So it is exothermic. It's not endothermic, first one. Then the pH of resulting solution will be more than 7. The calcium, calcium hydroxide dissolves in water to form it's a solution called lime water. Which among the following is true? So actually when it dissolves in water and it forms this calcium hydroxide and calcium oxide, this all are basic in nature. Okay. So calcium hydroxide is basic in nature, and in acid bases and salts we have seen if anything is basic in nature, then its pH will be more than 7. Okay, so pH of resulting solution will be more than 7. Okay, so second and third will be the correct answer. Then question number 10, barium chloride on reacting with aluminum sulfate forms barium sulfate and barium chloride on reacting with ammonium sulfate forms barium sulfate and ammonium chloride. Which of the following correctly represents the type of reaction involved? So BaCl2 when reacts with ammonium sulfate NH4, ammonium and sulfate is SO4 2 and it has 1, so NH4 whole twice SO4. Okay, forms barium sulfate and ammonium chloride. Which of the following collectively represents the type of reaction? First of all, exchange of ions will take place here, so this will be double displacement reaction, and here actually precipitate will form of barium sulfate. So white precipitate, this is also precipitation reaction. So second and fourth are correct answers. Next is question 11. Electrolysis of water is a decomposition reaction. The mole ratio of hydrogen and oxygen gases liberated during electrolysis of water is. Okay. So electrolysis of water when electricity is given to it, it forms hydrogen plus oxygen. Okay. So mole ratio of hydrogen to oxygen is 2:1. Then which of the following is an endothermic reaction? Endothermic process. Endothermic means heat is absorbed. So dilution of acid, we have already seen dilution of acid is exothermic. So sublimation of dry ice converting to this is gaseous state, so it will be converting to solid state. So this is exothermic. Condensation of water vapors, it will also absorb heat. Condensation of water vapor, it is also exothermic. And evaporation of water, evaporation absorbs heat, so it is endothermic. So second and fourth will be the correct answer. In question number 13, in a double displacement reaction between aqueous potassium iodide and aqueous lead nitrate, a yellow precipitate of lead iodide is formed. Okay, potassium iodide and aqueous lead nitrate. Lead nitrate is PbNO3 whole twice. Okay, so yellow precipitate of lead iodide is formed. Lead iodide is PbI2. This reaction we have seen in one of the activities of NCERT book. While performing the activity, if lead nitrate is not available, which of the following can be used instead of lead nitrate? Okay. So actually we have to see this, what are the options available now. Lead sulfate. Okay. So lead has valency 2 and sulfate SO4 has also 2. So PbSO4 is the formula. Okay, it is insoluble in water, and for reaction it should be soluble, so this is not the correct answer. Next option is lead acetate. Lead acetate formula is acetate का जो ion होता है CH3COO and charges 1, lead का जो होता है that is 2, so its formula is PbCH3COO whole twice. Okay, PbCH3COO whole twice. कहीं कहीं पे इसका अपोजिट भी लिखा होता है, formula is written CH3COO, Pb is also written. Okay, so actually when you will see this, they both resemble. NH3 whole twice, CH3COO whole twice and Pb, their formula also resembles, and plus this is soluble in potassium iodide. So this could be correct answer. Let us see the next ones also. Ammonium nitrate, NH4 ammonia होता है, ammonium ion, nitrate NO3. Okay, so NHNO3 will be the formula. Potassium sulfate K2SO4. So the formula which resembles to lead nitrate सबसे ज़्यादा यही इसके close है. So in case the best answer to mark will be B, which is correct. Okay. Next 14, which of the following gases can be used for storage of fresh sample of oil for a long time? So for storing fresh sample of oil, inert substances should be used. So helium, see carbon dioxide and oxygen definitely cannot be, क्योंकि यही oxidation के लिए responsible है. Nitrogen and oxygen, nitrogen is correct but oxygen is not correct. Carbon dioxide or helium is correct but carbon dioxide is not correct, and helium or nitrogen. So this will be the correct answer. Then 15th one, the following reaction is used for preparation of oxygen gas in laboratory. 2KClO3 gives 2KCl plus O2. Which of the following statement is correct? It is a decomposition reaction and endothermic in nature. Okay. So yes, it is decomposition plus heat is absorbed for the reaction to take place. So it is endothermic also. First one looks correct. Then it is combination reaction. No, it is decomposition reaction accompanied by release of heat. It's also false. Decomposition is correct, but release of heat is not taking place. And photochemical reaction, it's not taking place in the presence of light. So it is not photochemical. So first one is the correct option. Then which one of the following process involve chemical reaction? Storing of oxygen gas under pressure in a gas cylinder. So it does not involve any chemical reaction. Liquefaction of air. It also does not require it. This both requires actually compression only. Liquid to air. So when it is compressed or high pressure, under high pressure, it converts similarly. Here in first case also it's a compression. And keeping petrol in china dish in open. So that is also vaporization. Basically it's a volatile substance, so it vaporizes. Heating copper wire in presence of air. Heating of anything is a chemical reaction because it combines with oxygen and forms a new substance. So D is the correct answer. In which of the question number 17 we are going to see now. In which of the following chemical equations the abbreviations represent the correct states of reactants and products? Okay, 4 reactions are given. Hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. So reaction is correct. Only we have to check is states. Okay, various combination of states are given. So actually, hydrogen in gaseous state when combined with oxygen in gaseous state, it forms vapor, which is also in gaseous state. H2O molecule is also in gaseous state. Next is which of the following are combination reactions? Question number 18th. In combination reactions, 2 substances combine to form a single substance. So second one, MgO plus H2O looks combination. First one is decomposition. Second one is combination. Third one is combination. And fourth one is simple displacement reaction. So second and third are correct option.